Hi everyone, so maybe you are an international student in the US who desire to sound like an American so you can fit in better, or you just want to learn about various accents, English accents like I do. Honestly, for me, I love all kinds of accent, British, American, Australian, and when you speak English with Vietnamese accent mixed in, well, as long as it doesn't impede understanding. I love being able to sound like a native, not because I want to get rid of my Vietnamese root or my identity as a Vietnamese. For me, when you're learning to speak with a different accent, your identity is actually expanded. A person's way of speaking is influenced by where they come from, their economic and social background. And I just want to learn more and become a part of that. I can tell them about my roots, my country when I'm inquired, and at the same time I want to have the freedom to learn about theirs as well. With that being said, let's start learning how to sound like an American.
Number 1, the R sound.
So Americans have the R sound in the list of consonants and vowels, and I think that's what makes their English quite distinct from, let's say, British or Australians. Water versus water. Bird versus bud. Work versus work. Number 2 is glottal stop. If you learn about glottal stop, it's gonna make you sound very Americans as well. For example, kitten. Instead of saying kitten, Americans would say kitten. Kitten, kitten. Written, written. Smitten, smitten. Also, Americans have this tendency to omit the T or the D sound in the middle of the sentence. For example, in the sentence, don't waste my time. The word waste, if you pronounce it by itself, then it's going to be waste. But with Americans, you can just drop the T sound in the middle. Don't waste my time. The phrase wouldn't you, right? You can either say wouldn't you. The T and the Y sounds there is changed to the CH sound. Wouldn't you? Or you can say wouldn't you, wouldn't you. You drop the T sound in the middle. Also, to sound like Americans, then you need to think about their colloquials as well. For example, since I've lived here, I realized that Americans use a lot of phrases, slangs, and idioms that are not available in textbook. If I want to say I'm tired, so Americans usually don't use the phrase I'm tired of that much, but they use I'm shot, I'm spent, or I'm beat. So those are phrases that can make you sound quite native and local as well. So how do you learn about those colloquials? For me, I love watching movies, and it helps me quite a bit in acquiring the language that Americans actually use in their daily speech. Also, as I said previously, to sound like an American is not just about pronunciation or intonation. It's about understanding the social and the historical events and phenomena that actually impact the way that Americans speak. For example, the US has a long history of social and racial tension, and that is definitely a very sensitive issue to talk about. So for me as a Vietnamese, it might be common for me to say all the white people look the same, or all the blacks look the same, or all Asians look the same. That very simple saying could be interpreted as discrimination. So I think you should be very careful when you use those phrases in your interaction with Americans. Also, another thing that I noticed is the word lazy. In Vietnamese culture, it's very common for us to say, I feel very lazy today, or he or she is lazy. It's not meant to be interpreted as something very serious. But for Americans, if you tell someone that, oh, I'm feeling lazy, the word lazy is interpreted as something very negative, and it could be offensive as well. So be careful when you use it. So yeah, that's all that I have to share with you guys today, and I hope that it is helpful. Thanks for watching this video, and let me know if you have any other questions. Thanks. Bye.